Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm John and I'm going to be your tour guide yet again. We are going back to All-American Harley Davidson. I have a viewer who wants a poker chip. They saw my first set of videos going down there and back and they asked for one. So I said next time I'm down that way, I'll do that for you. Well, I'm making an excuse to go down that way because not only am I going to buy a poker chip, I am going to buy a new t-shirt too because they posted on Facebook a new design and I really want it. And I will save that for later to show you, but I think it's a really cool design, especially if you're from Maryland or, you know, live in Maryland, or it's just Maryland related. So I think it's really cool. People outside of Maryland are going to go, what's the big deal? But they're just missing out. So anyway, we are in Landover, Maryland on Largo Road. It's Maryland 202 for those paying attention at home. And we're gonna head south. My GPS knows where the hell we're going, and I'll just leave it up to I'll leave it up to the GPS to get me where I'm going. But it should be fun. It's a beautiful day out. It's about 64 degrees. Yeah, I'm underdressed. The wind chill on the highway is a bit nippy, as it were. As usual, I'm winging it. And now you've sat for a minute with me talking. So let's get moving. Interesting story about 214. At some point, I think north of here, it might be south, I don't know. But at some point on Central Avenue, it becomes a tree-lined back road. About a lane and a half wide, and one night there was a couple of guys in a Ford Explorer that apparently caught fire. I was in an 87 Mustang convertible with a buddy of mine, so we stopped and made sure they were okay, and they said, hey, can you give us a ride? And these guys were not fitting in the back seat of that car, so they hopped on the luggage rack, and I drove real slow for the next couple of miles till we got out of that area and into more civilization. I think we dropped them off at a gas station. I don't remember. It's been like 25 years. That's my one and only experience with Central Avenue. All right, we are pulling up to Maryland 725 Marlboro Pike, otherwise known as Marlboro Pike. We don't pronounce the L here in Maryland. It's against the rules. But apparently this is some sort of cut through to 301. I don't know. I saw a sign over there and I forget what it said. I'm going to follow the GPS. It knows where I am, where I want to go. And that's one less thing I have to worry about. Oh, I should have been in the other lane. Whoopsie. I bet I could pass this truck anyway. Hey, that was fun. Train tracks, double fun. And as I've said before, I like double fun. Double fun is more fun. Anyway, got me to thinking just how reliant we are on technology in our day-to-day goings abouts, or goings on, if you will. It reminded me of a story. Before GPS, I went to a friend's house and my dad and I got the old ABC road map out and we plotted where this friend's house was, and it was 40 minutes away. And I was 18, 19 years old, something like that, pretty young, and didn't have a lot of experience, and just like today, no sense of direction. But we mapped it out, and I drove out there. The only thing is, we didn't realize the house was on the other side of the road, so when I went to leave, I went the wrong way. And because I went the wrong way, I was actually headed away from home when I was supposed to be headed to home, and that did not work out well for me. I got so lost that I ended up near Baltimore, and I live near DC, and those two are not necessarily next to each other. So what I did was I found a state police barracks, and I pulled in at like midnight, and I said, how do I get home? And they were like, where do you live? And I told them, and they said, I don't know where that is. So I was like, ruh-roh, I'm in trouble. So I got the map out with them. Well, I got their map out. They had a giveaway map, because my map, I don't know. I just didn't know enough to not know what I didn't know. So that's unconscious ignorance. Anyway, That's your mental tip for the day, or knowledge tip. Anyway, so I get their map and I look at the far western edge of it, and there is the end of a road that leads to where I lived. So I said, well, this is what I need. Can I keep this? And the guy's like, sure. So I kept the map and I followed it home at 1 a.m. I'm leaving outside of Baltimore. I think I was northwest of Baltimore at that point. And I'll try to throw a map up here so you can see what I'm talking about. But I managed to find my way home. But boy, was that an adventure. I used to not leave the house with less than 3/4 of a tank of fuel. If I knew I was getting on the Beltway, because hell, invariably I would end up going the wrong direction on the Beltway, and I didn't want to run out of gas, so I always had a full tank. Yep, your old buddy John, kind of a moron. That's how life goes. And unfortunately, we're back on 301, which I think is the route we took last time. So, I don't know, we'll see what we see. Maybe there's something interesting yet. Well, I was going to go down Croom Station Road, but it apparently is closed, so we're going to take Croom Road, which we were on the last time we came down this way. I tell you what, though, I'm not falling for that drive-through DC stuff on the way home. Nope, no way, no how. I am not doing that. I know the route home. I will not rely on technology for that one. Hey, that's the overarching theme for this video, isn't it? Our reliance on technology. Huh. It's amazing how inspiration comes to you, because one minute you're riding along thinking about nothing except riding, and then you're realizing that you rely on technology too much. So let's continue this subject when we get on Croom Road here. This will look different now because it won't be the middle of winter, it'll be the middle of spring. So it should be a little more scenic for you. And we'll talk about reliance on technology. Yeah, I like it. Maybe it won't be as fun because we've got a dump truck up there, but we'll still make do. Our reliance on technology. Ever since the first human made fire and another human made a wheel, we rely on technology. Fire to keep us warm, building materials to keep us dry and safe, and nowadays we rely on technology to really help us out in our daily lives all the time. Most of us have a cell phone in our pocket most of the time, so we've got that, and the cell phone gives us access to information that we used to have to go to a library for and research. It gives us directions, GPS. It gives us a safety net if we get lost, because most of them have GPS built in, and it's obviously still a phone, so you can call for help. Hey, I'm at the side of the road, I need help. So as long as you have a cell signal, you're pretty good. I mean, that gives you all the information you really need to make it through a day. And I knew this dump truck wouldn't be able to go up the hill very fast, but that's all right. We're on a nice scenic cruise today, and I am lugging my engine. That's better. Maybe he's looking for his place to turn off. Anyway, even farmers with fields like this, even farmers rely on technology. They have GPS-enabled tractors now that can plow and plant and do all the tractor stuff in straight lines. I think that's just wild. GPS is probably my favorite invention that we have access to as civilians, because it used to be a military thing, at least here in the US, and I forget what year it was, but I think it was the mid to late 90s that they opened it up to civilian use. As I understand it, military GPS is down to like 1 foot or 1 meter. It's pretty tight. But the civilian version is only 6 feet or so, 2 meters. It's still close enough to help you with roads and stuff, which is really cool. So yeah, GPS is probably my favorite invention over the last 20 years that I've gotten on that's technology. I happen to like a lot of tech, but how is technology enhanced or detracted from your life? I'm curious if somebody's had some different experiences than me with technology. Technology always likes to fail me. If something is supposed to work and like 1 in a million doesn't, yeah, I get that 1 in a million. Like, I've been thinking long and hard about buying a Pan America. I'm not trading this one in, but as a second bike, even though I have other bikes, I would trade them in. Anyway, I've been thinking a lot about it, and I'm just afraid of the tech on it because I know me, and it would all go south for me very, very quickly. And that's why I like this old dinosaur of a bike. It has GPS and a radio, but all the functionality is there. It's all 30-year-old stuff that should work just fine. Boy, this is a nice road. I really do like Croom Road. Still on the topic of technology enhancing life, things like social media can suck up just hours of your day if you let it. I mean, you got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. You can spend a lot of time just watching other people go through life. And you know what? At that point, you're not going through life and living life. You're watching somebody else live their life. And that's one thing I love about motorcycles is while I have all this tech on this bike, it's still just me here. You're in the camera. I see you. No, I don't actually see you. It's a one-way camera. But I'm on the ride. You get to enjoy the ride, hopefully, if I'm good at my editing. When I'm out on my motorcycle rides, it's me and my thoughts. And I think that's very appealing to people like me who are introverted extroverts. But that's another point I wanted to make. Yep, and I've already forgotten what that point was. Wee corner, lean over, lean over. Don't lean over too far because you'll be the little one in the bed that rolls over too far and rolls out of bed, bonks their head. And I forget how the rest of that nursery rhyme goes, so I'll shut up now. Okay, so we are currently on Maryland 382. We're about to turn on to Maryland 381. Still headed south. Boy, what a beautiful day to ride. Absolutely gorgeous out here. And I couldn't ask for better weather. It's a little bit windy, but it's my favorite kind of riding weather because all the accoutrement of riding, your gear, if you will, it all feels good. And you're not too cold and you're not too hot. So we're on southbound 381. That's a big house. Look at that. Woo. Oh, goodness. A bug just flew right in between my helmet, my face, and my ear pad there. Ooh, that thing stung a little bit. It's a risk you take wearing a half helmet. I like wearing a half helmet. It lets me feel the sun and the wind in my face. I know there's a safety compromise, for lack of a better... Actually, yeah, it's just a safety compromise. There is a safety compromise to wearing a half helmet. I have no chin protection, but as I like to tell detractors, I am ugly. So if I'm missing a chin, nobody's going to care because they're not looking at me anyway. Although right now I'm probably showing the Hero Max pointed at me. Go away. Look somewhere else. That's better. Yeah, there you don't have to look at me anymore. Oh, God. I think that bug is crawling around in my ear pad. Hopefully it's not a Wrath of Khan situation where it starts taking over my brain. That would suck. That would make for a really, really bad day. See, I told you my life was full of nothing but pop culture references. Although, can you call that pop culture anymore? I mean, Star Trek 2 is like, how old is that movie now? That's, like, I think it came out in 81 or 83. Maybe it was 82. So it's almost 40 years old. Yeah. is it still pop culture? Because I know Star Trek is still very much in vogue. I see a lot of Star Trek memes on the Book of Faces. Hey, WaltInPA, are you watching? Good, pay attention. You do your parking lot training? I like to practice my slow speed swerving on traffic circles like this, or the one that's coming up. Yeah, this is how I build a little bit of training into every ride. I like to push the corners a little bit here in the slower sections, and it just makes you more comfortable leaning over. That's what I want. Yahoo! All right, Route 5 business once again, and this time, hopefully, I don't pull into the back of the dealer. I pull up into the front. Don't have to like squeeze through and be silly, because it was just silly last time. Hey, road glide. Billiard Red, it looks like. Nice bike. That is the entrance. We'll go in the back way, but I know better where I'm at. Ooh. Ah, front way. Haha, front way, front way. There we go. All right, I figured it out. I had cracked the code of All-American Harley. And I'm gonna go park my bike over here somewhere. This looks like motorcycle parking. We are here with my buddy Steve Corbett.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, Steve was on the video with the live wire.
Yep.
He was my sales guy over there. He's now at a new dealer. He's here at All-American Harley. And if you mention his posts on Facebook, you get...
Free keychain.
All right, and he's looking for one now, so...
I gave them all out. Let me go get some more. I'll be right back.
Shenanigans. But let's go take a look at the dealer while we're here. Oh, look at this. That right there, folks, is a Snake Venom Road Glide Limited. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. Hey, Steve found one. Check it out. Look at that.
Boom and boom.
There you go. Yeah, I love it.
Signed, autographed Evel Knievel poster.
Oh, that is too cool, Steve.
That's a wet signature.
Wow.
Yep.
That is really neat. Look at that. Evel Knievel signature.
We're called All-American Harley Davidson, so
Yeah,
buddy.
Look at that. Thank you so much, Steve. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, buddy.
My man Steve here. So if you're in Southern Maryland or elsewhere, fly in.
Yep,
Steve will pick you up.
Yep.
He posted a picture on Facebook last week of a covered wagon that he'll come pick you up in.
Yes, it's special.
Yeah, I think he was kidding, but yeah, this is awesome. So when are you going to throw me on a Pan Am? You got one sitting in the back?
I don't have one yet. We're supposed to be having those shipped. They were start shipping May 3rd. So we're just waiting to get our turn, I guess. We've already got 4 deposits too.
4 deposits.
4 deposits.
Should we make it 5? Everybody send me 10 bucks.
Yeah.
If I get enough people to watch this video, I'll buy the Pan Am.
Yeah. Right on.
And that's a good plan, right?
That's a good plan.
Yeah, I always ask my viewers to send me part of their paycheck. It's a good idea, right?
I'll call you though when it comes in.
Okay,
Absolutely.
So Steve's gonna call us. We're gonna come back to All-American and do a test ride. They've got some really nice riding roads around here.
We have a great 11-mile test route that I take you on. It's wonderful.
Nice.
It's kick-ass, man. It really is.
I am looking forward to it.
Good.
So now I'm gonna go get some poker chips, and if you want one, leave me a comment below. I'm gonna get like 5, one that's already counted for, and I'll have 4 more to give out. So leave me a comment below, and I'm gonna show you that t-shirt in just a few minutes. So Steve, what kind of bike is that?
It's a 56K model.
56K model.
The following year, they got rid of the K model and became the Sportster. 57 was the first year of the Sportster.
So this is the
that's
predecessor to that.
That's right.
How cool is that? The predecessor to the Sportster.
Yep.
That is so cool. And that was in the movie Crybaby.
Yep.
Very neat. Who wrote it in that movie? Was that Johnny Depp?
Johnny Depp, yep.
Oh yeah, look, we've got a picture of him on the bike. And this is the actual bike, folks.
That's the actual bike.
How cool is that? That is so neat. Thanks for showing us, Steve.
You're welcome, buddy.
And here we are with the t-shirt. Steve, flip it around. Look at that. Oh, and show the back again. I think he'll do anything I ask of him. Oh man, how cool is that? That logo just looks so badass. And thank you, Steve.
You're welcome.
And they weren't even in the system. Apparently it was a limited run that sold out. They got more. They just showed up this morning. So they sort of wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and then sold me one. So how lucky am I? And I got the poker chips. Ta-da! I actually showed them this time. So time for me to hit the road.